Hello, I'm Mark Price. I'd like to talk to you today about keeping the faith, remaining strong in our trust and faith in God, no matter the adversity, no matter what the world throws at us. There was a young girl in her classroom one day drawing. This is back, of course, when we could go to school. And the teacher came by and asked what she was drawing. The little girl looked up and she said, "Well, I am drawing the face of God." And the teacher said, "Well, that's kind of foolish. Nobody really knows what God looks like." And the little girl kept drawing and looked up and she said, "They will in a minute." You see, we have to have faith in God even though we don't really know what God looks like. Faith that God will be there for us at all times and in all situations. The reading for today is from Daniel chapter 3, starting with verse 14. King Nebuchadnezzar said, "Is it true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you will not serve my God, or worship the golden statue that I have set up? Be ready now to fall down and worship the statue I had made. Whenever you hear the sound of the trumpet, flute, lyre, harp, psaltery, bagpipe, and all other musical instruments. Otherwise, you shall be instantly cast into the white-hot furnace. And who is the God who can deliver you out of my hands?" Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered King Nebuchadnezzar, "There's no need for us to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If our God, whom we serve, can save us from the white-hot furnace and from your hands, O king, may he save us. But even if he will not, know this, O king, that we will not serve your God or worship the golden statue that you set up." The Word of God. You see, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had such a faith, such a trust in God, that they are willing to go to their death. They're willing to suffer the pain of the fiery furnace other than turn their back on God. In our life, no matter the adversity, no matter what the world throws at us, we're called to have that same level of faith, to trust that God is there. He may make it easy for us, he may not, but no matter what happens through the process, to know, believe, and trust that God is there and God is always there. To know, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did, that God will be with us no matter what. You see, he doesn't give us the promise of success every single day. He just says that he's going to be with us every day and give us the grace that we need on a daily basis. We should use this time, this Lenten period, especially now when we're facing this horrible pandemic, to remember that God gives us what we need on a day-by-day basis, and look at each day with the same level of faith and trust that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego showed. That God is there no matter what. We are on this earth to serve God no matter what. G.K. Chesterton once said, being a Christian, it's not that Christianity has been tried and found wanting, but rather it's been found difficult and not really tried. Let's try. Let us trust God fully and completely in our daily lives. Let us understand deep down that this pandemic is something that will pass, and that with God's help we will get through it, and to know on a daily basis that God is with us. And even though we don't know the face of God, when we see the faces of our family, our friends, our loved ones, those who are reaching out and serving others in the community, who are rising above to help meet the needs of those who are suffering during this pandemic, we can see the face of God in those people. This is Mark Price. Thank you for listening.